Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Flodesk subscriber for lead received via Outlook. So I am running an event management company and on regular basis, I am receiving multiple inquiries as well as lead details from my team members, sales team members through Outlook email. And I want that as soon as a lead will be received through Outlook from my team members, then immediately that lead should be added as a subscriber in my email marketing account, that is Flodesk. So in order to automate this entire process, I am going to set up a connection between Outlook and Flodesk, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen.
So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step that how we can automatically add subscriber in Flodesk from the lead which is received from Outlook mail. So I have an event management company named as Sparkle Events, and for this company, I'm receiving multiple inquiries and lead details on regular basis through Outlook email. So basically we have different teams in our organization and the representatives of sales teams are sending me the emails related to the inquiry which they are receiving from a lead, okay? We are managing all our mails with the help of Outlook mail. So I want that as soon as a new mail will be received on Outlook from my sales team related to the new inquiry or new lead for my event management company, then immediately that lead should be added in my email marketing software. So I'm using an email marketing to further communicate with these leads to solve their queries, for sending them offers related to our company, or to nurture and convert them into payable customers. So that is why I'm using email marketing software, and Flodesk is one of the best email marketing software, so I'm using that. Now here I'm going to automate the entire process of adding leads in Flodesk from Outlook, and I'm going to do that with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect will help me to set up a connection between Outlook and Flodesk without any coding or programming skills. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming on this home page, we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user like me, you can directly click on sign in option. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button and you will be able to create your free new account with that. And it will take only 2 minutes. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, because I'm already an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in option. This is all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created, and we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. And here a dialog box has appeared. So it is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, I'm going to provide a name over here. Create Flodesk subscriber for lead received via Outlook. So after giving the name to my workflow, I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save my workflows. Here you can see I have multiple folders. Among these, I'm going to select automations for lead management folder. Let's click on create and our workflow will automatically saved in the folder which we have selected. In this way, you can also create multiple folders to save your workflow separately on your dashboard. Now, as we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. Now, what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now here, for example, I want that whenever a new email will be received by my team member through Outlook, then immediately the response should be captured in Pabbly Connect, and with that response, the workflow should get triggered. And as soon as the response will be captured, the details in the mail which is received should be added in Flodesk account to create a subscriber over there. So I want to add the leads as a subscriber. So let's suppose I'm going to take Outlook in my trigger and Flodesk in my action, and we can clearly see that action is following both the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the mail is received from the team member, then only the subscriber will be added in Flodesk, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us start setting up the connection between Outlook and Flodesk. Now here, first of all, we have to select our trigger application to start our workflow, and that will be Outlook. Now to build the connection between Outlook and Pabbly Connect, we have to use Microsoft 365 in our trigger application, because because Outlook is a part of that. So I'm going to select Microsoft 365 as my trigger application, and after selecting the application we also have to select the trigger event. You can see we have multiple events over here: new mail, updated event, new calendar event, new contact, etc. Because we want to receive the mail over here, so let's select new mail as our trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new mail, so this means that whenever a mail will be received in Microsoft 365, then immediately the response will be captured, and with that response the workflow is going to trigger. Let's click on connect. Now to build a connection we have two options: add new connection or select existing connection. So to build a new connection I'm going to go with add new connection option, and now I'm going to click on save, and now I'm going to click on connect with Microsoft Office 365. But in case if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. Now as we have done that, we also have to select the account. Now Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Microsoft 365 account. It is 100% safe, so let's click on accept. And with this we can see that our authorization has become successful. So the connection is made, and now Microsoft 365 is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's click on save and send test request button. But before that, here I'm going to tell you one more important thing, that Microsoft Office 365 is based on 10 minutes polling time. Polling time is the time which Pabbly Connect is going to take in order to capture the new response. So whenever a new mail is received in Outlook, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response within 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is the polling time. So now when we are going to click on save and send test request button, we are going to receive the response of the last mail which was received on our Outlook account. So in order to receive the new email, first of all we have to receive an email, and then we have to click on save and send test request button. Then we will receive the latest response. So what I'm going to do, in order to capture a new response, I'm going to send an email on this Outlook account from another email address. And as we will do that, when we are going to click on save and send test request button, we will receive that new email. Okay, so here I have composed an email on my Outlook email account, and you can see that the subject over here is new lead inquiry received. So I have composed this email from another email address, and I'm going to send it on my Outlook account. So we are going to assume over here that let's suppose a sales team member is sending me this particular lead inquiry email. So we have already set a particular format for sending the lead inquiry, and the team member have to send the email for the lead inquiry or the lead details in that same particular format only. Then only we will be able to create and set this automation perfectly. Okay, so you also have to set a particular format for receiving the email so that you can use it further. Now, this is the email. Hello ma'am, I hope this email finds you well. We have received a new lead inquiry for our event management services. Here are the details of the lead. The name is Smart Lead, email is smart369@pabblytools.com. Here is the phone number. Event type which is required by the lead or the inquiry of the lead is corporate event. The event prospect date is September 15th, 2024. And here it is asking us to review the lead details and follow up accordingly. Okay, so I'm going to send this email. As we have done that, let's wait over here on our Outlook account whether we have received the email or not. And yes, here we have received the email. I'm going to open this email, and you can see that this is the email which contains all the details. Okay, so when we have received this email recently, now when we will go back towards Pabbly Connect, and when we will click on the save and send test request button, here is the response. In this response, you can see that we have received all the details. Okay, so this means that our connection between Outlook and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. So now whenever an email will be received on our Outlook account, after 10 minutes, automatically it will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. But because we are setting up this automation only for the leads capturing, therefore we cannot run this workflow for each and every email. So definitely I am managing my business emails with the help of Outlook. So I'm going to receive multiple business emails on my account. But I do not want to run this workflow for each and every of them. So therefore I have to set a condition. So what condition I'm going to apply? That only when I'm going to receive an email which will be related to the lead inquiry or new lead received, then the workflow should continue, otherwise not. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to select filter in my action step for that. Here our action application will be filter. Filter is an amazing feature which helps us to set the conditions in the workflow according to our requirements. Here our action event will be filter values. Let's click on connect, and now it has provided us with a condition. So in this condition we have to select the label, filter type and the value. So first of all, let's start with the label. So this is my previous step when I'm going to search for the label. I want to keep subject as my label. So I'm going to search for subject over here. So it has redirected me towards the subject of the email which is received, new lead inquiry received. So I want that whenever I'm going to receive a new email and the subject of that email will contain new lead inquiry in that, then the workflow should continue further, otherwise not. Okay, so in this way I'm going to set the condition. Here the filter type will be contains. So when the status which I have selected will contain new lead inquiry, then the workflow should continue. And as I told you that I have given a particular format to the team member who is sending me the email, that they have to use the same subject each time and the same body type each time while sending this email, because we are setting up an automation over here. Okay, let's click on save and send test request button. And we can see that our condition is absolutely true. So when the condition which we have set will be true, then only the workflow will continue, otherwise it will stop over here only. Now as you can see, I have selected the label from my previous response. That means I have mapped this label. So when we map a data, it becomes dynamic. So now when the data has become dynamic, it is going to replace with each and every new response automatically. So whenever a new email will be received in Outlook, automatically the subject of that email will be replaced over here with that new subject. And if the subject of the mail will match the value which we have given, then the workflow will continue. And because we have entered this value new lead inquiry manually, so it will be static. That means it is not going to replace with each and every new response. And in this way we have set the condition. So let's move forward. Now after setting up the connection, we have to create the subscriber in Flodesk from the response which we have received. And in order to create that subscriber in Flodesk, we will require some details such as name of the lead, email of the lead, phone number. Okay, so how we are going to get that? In the email, we have already received all these details. So we are going to retrieve the details from this email. Okay, how we are going to get that? With the help of text formatter. Let's click on this add action step button. And now here we have to search text formatter in our action application. Let's select that. Text formatter is again an inbuilt feature which helps us to format the text which we want in the workflow. Okay, here our action event will be, we have multiple action events as you can see. So text parser will be our action event. With the help of text parser, we are going to parse out the details from the long text, from the long body of the email, all the details which we require such as name, email address and phone number of the lead. Let's click on connect. Now it is asking us the text which we want to parse. So here I want to parse out the details from the body of the email. So we will simply map the body of the email over here. Okay, I have selected the body and you can see I have mapped this body. So now it is going to replace with each and every new response. Let's move forward. Here we have to select text match after and text match before. So text match after means that whatever data you want to retrieve is given after which particular text. For example, first of all, here I want to retrieve out the name of the lead. So you can see that name of the lead is smart lead. Okay, and it is given after name colon. So text match after will be name colon. And now we have to select text match before that, before which text the actual data is given. So we want the name and it is given before email colon. So I'm going to enter email colon over here. Done. And now when we are going to click on save and send test request button, you will see that we have received the name. So we have retrieved out the name from the long text. Now in the same manner, I'm going to clone this step in order to retrieve the phone number as well email of the lead. So I'm going to clone this step. Cloning means that we have copied this step now and now we only have to change certain details in this step and everything will be done. So here the step is ready. Just in the place of name we want email this time. So here we will simply change text match after and text match before. So email is given after email colon and it is given before phone number. Okay, so I've entered the details. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button and you can see that the email is received. Once again I'm going to clone this step. And just we are going to change the text match after and before. This time I want the phone number which is given after phone number colon and it is given before event type. Done. Let's click on save and send test request button. And you can see that here we have retrieved out the phone number. Only these much details are required to create the subscriber. So now I'm going to move forward towards setting up connection between Flodesk and Pabbly Connect. But in your case, if you want to create the subscriber with more details such as company name and more custom details, then you can go for adding more text parsers over here. Okay, now I'm going to click on add action step button and we have to set up the connection between Flodesk and Pabbly Connect now. So here our action application will be Flodesk. Let's select that. Flodesk, as I told you, is an amazing email marketing. So I want to nurture my leads with the help of this email marketing software Flodesk. Here I'm going to select my action event as create or upgrade subscriber. We'll click on connect and here to build the connection, I'm going to go with add new connection. But in case if you already have existing connection, you can also go with that. Let's click on connect with Flodesk. Here we have to select our email address and password. That means the login credentials of our Flodesk account. We can see that, and because I was already logged into my Flodesk account, so it is detected. Now I'm going to click on continue, and by continuing we are agreed that Pabbly Connect can access our Flodesk account. So I'm going to click on allow over here. And don't worry, our data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. As we have done that, we can see that Flodesk is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So now we will create the subscriber over here. First of all, to create the subscriber, we have to enter the details and we have to select the field, that by using which field we want to create the subscriber. Here we have a subscriber ID or the email. Now because we don't have any subscriber ID to create the subscriber, therefore we are going to use email because we have already received the email in our earlier response. So in the field, I'm going to select email. Now we have to enter the field value. Whatever field you have selected, you have to enter the value for that. As we have selected email over here, so now we have to enter the value of email. That means the email of the lead to whom we want to add as a subscriber. We have already parsed out the text and we have received all the details of the lead in our earlier response. So we will simply map the email over here. Now in the same manner, we have to map the name. But you can see here we have to enter the name in the separate fields, first name and last name separately. But in our response, we have received the name in the combined format. Therefore, now we have to split this name. So we have to split the name into first and last name separately. For that, what we have to do, we have to add one more action step over here in between, and that step will be text formatter once again. So with the help of text formatter, this time we are going to split our text. We have to select the action event, that is split text. Let's click on connect, and here it is asking us which text you want to split. I want to split the name smart lead. Okay, I've mapped the name, and now we have to enter the separator. That means the value through which we want to separate our text. So here I'm going to use space as my value because I just want to separate the name from the space. So here I want first name and last name separately. With the help of space, I'm going to separate them. So it is given that if you want to use space as your separator value, then you have to enter it in the given format. So I will simply copy this and I will paste it over here. Done. Now it is asking us which segment of this particular text you want. So I want all the segments, that means both the first name and the last name. So I'm going to select all and let's click on save and send test request button. Here our name is split, so we will simply map the name in the separated fields. Okay, this is the first name and here we have to enter the last name. Done. So you just have to give 5 to 10 minutes of your day in order to set up this connection. Once you will set up this automation workflow, you do not have to do anything manually after that. Whenever you're going to receive a new email from your team members on Outlook, automatically the subscriber will be created in Flodesk. You do not have to separate the names again and again. You do not have to map the details again and again. Everything is done. Okay. Now here we have some other details as well. If you want, you can definitely add them, such as company name, opt-in timestamp, etc. But they are not optional, so I'm just going to ignore them. We have received phone number, so I will simply map the phone number over here. Okay, done. Let's click on save and send test request button. And here we can see that we have received the response. In this response, we have also received an ID. This is the ID of the subscriber. And here the status of the subscriber is active. That means our subscriber is successfully added in Flodesk account. So let's go back towards Flodesk. This is our audience section. We have to come over here. I'm going to refresh this page once. And you can see that yes, our subscriber is added over here with the same name, Smart Lead, and these are all the same details. This means that our connection between Outlook and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. So now whenever we are going to receive a new email from Outlook, then immediately that lead will be added as a subscriber in Flodesk. So because Microsoft Office 365 is based on 10 minutes polling time, so whenever a new lead will be received through Outlook email, then after 10 minutes it will be added as a subscriber in Flodesk. Okay, so once you have set up this connection, everything will be done automatically. You do not have to do anything manually after that. So in the same manner, you can also very easily create this automation step by step. Okay, it will help you to automatically create subscribers in your email marketing account, that is Flodesk, whenever a lead will be received through Outlook. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.